Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone this morning? So good, I hope. So good. So today, we're going to continue on our journey with my Unity stamps, and so we're going to do some art journaling today. We did some prep work for this art journaling entry last week, and so we're going to continue on with that. I do have a couple of well, let's get the commercial out first. If you would like, follow, subscribe, and share and Corbiere-Scott Designs on the following social media platforms, I would greatly appreciate that. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That would be fabulous. Anyway, so let's get down to business. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so today we are going to create. Oh, God bless me. We're gonna do. We're gonna create a art journaling entry featuring artwork that we kind of enhanced last week, and so let's go over a little bit of what we did. We're using this stamp set from Unity. It features lilacs, and it is "You Are All Kinds of Wonderful." And so if you remember correctly, last week let's just cut these two. So I ran two sheets through my Xyron. One is a jelly print, one is one of my vintage papeteries, which is going to be the base of this art journaling entry. So I have my thinning shears because we're going to make something like a stamp today. And then, do you remember I stamped this on a jelly print, and then I went over my lines with a gel pen, the black gel pen, so I'd get a little more pop. And then we did some other gel pen work. We did some white centers to all the little flowers. We did some colored pencil work on some of the leaves within the stem and stalk of the lilac. And then I stamped the leaves on another piece of art paper that was shimmery, but this really nice kind of olivey green. So I thought that was super nice. So I was digging through my stuff, and I found this piece of packing tape that I created. Oh my gosh, we did this like 400 years ago in a pop-in paint party. And so I thought, ooh, that might be a fun addition. And then I was thinking, I have this vintage papeterie that I really like. I really like the visual interest that it's going to show in the background, right? So what can I do with that? So I think I'm going to just trim it down and then lay it onto the page and then build from there. So I know I want to trim the edge off. And if I line that up just right, look at, now I have this that who knows what I can make out of that. And then everything else I think I can just trim off after I lay it down. So I'm going to peel that away. And I got a little wrinkle in here, but I can kind of pull those wrinkles out before we lay it down. And then I'll be able to just create on top of it. I'm just running my fingernail down that wrinkle, pulling it on the sides. All right, so I'm gonna go from the inside to the outside edge. So I'm going to scoot that in and then just start laying that down, flattening it as I go, and just kind of rolling it down my page. And by doing that, I should get a pretty smooth transition. And if not, it's okay. It's my art journal. It's where we experiment and, you know, play. Now let's trim this down. I'm going to stick all of those pieces back on this piece because then I can use those to make a cool tag. Or one thing I've been kind of playing with, I'm telling you, when you try a artsy technique and then you continue to grow it, do you know what I'm saying? Like so while we were at the art retreat, I came up with this idea. Well, I came up with the idea before the art retreat, but while we were there, I did this technique that I had come up with everybody where there we go. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I love it. And I think I want to leave it this color. I just think I want to leave it this black and white and a little bit of gray tones. I think I'm really kind of digging that. So, I really want the purple part to show. So, because then I kind of want to layer. So I think I might need to use some matte medium to lay this down. See if I have some matte medium up here. I think that might be the smoothest transition, so to speak. And I have this the peel-off sheet from the Xyron that I can use as my craft mat, so to speak. So let's see. Okay. And this, but oh my gosh, this brush is old as the dang hills. And it falls apart, and still I keep it. I keep repairing it. All right. Let's lay this down. And I'm just going to kind of line it up here, just so that I have something, I have some kind of a guide. And then I'm just going to push it out. And you know, dig through your art papers. You're going to find all kinds of little treasures. There we go. Dig in that. Dig in that. Clean off as much of that as I can. Okay. So I had a couple of ideas of where I wanted to go with this. I was thinking about whoops, I lost you. Uh-oh. Hey, so did everybody see my my animation that I posted yesterday? That my cute little Adriana created for me. Oh my God. It's okay, Michelle. You just do it when you're comfortable and when you're ready. And your art journal, remember, our art journal is a composition book. And those are 50 cents right now. It's just a simple composition book. It's just, you can find them with grid pages. You can find them with college rule or wide rule. You can do whatever you dang well please. Okay, so I have this. I feel like I want kind of a, I'm feeling like maybe a kind of a transition here. So let's dig in here. I think I stuck it in here. Yep. So let's come in with that watercolor pencil and let's just do, I just like the ease of transition that this technique creates. And the more you do these things, the more you're like, oh, I can use that on my next creation. I can add that technique. I did not. You know, I kind of have this weird thing. I have this weird, I have this weird feeling about Amazon. You know, I buy stuff from them, but I just don't know that Prime Day is really that good at deals, because sometimes I wonder, like, do they just jack the prices up before so you think you're getting a deal? I don't know. I did not. And I have 2 little kittles in my house right now. And so, you know what? Not a lot of my normal activities is happening. Okay, that feels too uniform. So let's smudge that out. Did you? I did not. The only thing I was looking for are those Crayola. I'm just going to tell you. Good thing it's not for until my September back to art school class, because they are quite elusive. Those Crayola swirl colored pencils. I have gone to so many, the grocery stores and Office Max and Michael's and Joanne, Target, Walmart, all those places, and no one has them yet. So I looked on Amazon because I thought I'll just buy them on Amazon, and at the horribly inflated price, because they were, and they didn't even have them. So I will just continue to be on the lookout. Oh, candy salad and crunch salad. So it could be anything crunchy. And believe me, we ran the gamut. We just let everybody loose in the store, and then everybody just got, I'll just tell you, we had a lot of goldfish. A lot of people chose goldfish for their crunch. But we had all kinds of things, chips and crackers and you name it. You name it. We had it. Okay, so I also had Oh, I do like the Inkjoy gel pens. I do like those. Oh, a net window covering. Tell me what's the advantage of a net window covering? Not like a sunscreen, because that, I will say, that sunscreen makes a huge difference in Arizona. That is for sure. Okay, so do you remember we made this last week when we played with drywall tape? So I still have this piece, and I thought, I think I want to incorporate that somehow. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like it would like just add something. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea, Vicky. Yeah, it was a fantastic icebreaker. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody just oh, you guys, loving that. Because everybody just kind of dumps it in the bowl, but we all take turns, and like some people are like, I'm Anne and I brought Dot's pretzels. I'm Teresa and I brought, I don't remember what she brought, but anyway, Pringles potato chips or whatever. Some people do that. We didn't do that because I have a family that is very self-conscious, and we don't like calling attention to ourselves. We are not a flamboyant family in that way. Okay, let's start to, I think I want this like over the edge on this side so that the edge of the lilac really pops. I'm kind of liking that. I do have, I really like that idea. It still feels so dark. Like I need to figure out a way to lighten this in some kind of way. So what if I go back to that white gel pen and just do some flicks? Do you know what I mean? So see, this page has taken me quite a while because I really took the time to build up each of the components, right? Because remember, it's not about hurrying. It's just about taking the, well, number one, your art journal is all about learning, right? So all the experimenting. This pen is very juicy, so I need to be really careful. So like when I go back on this page in days down the road, I'm going to see all the techniques that I use. Oh yeah, I used a gel pen there. Oh yeah, I used that drywall tape. I used that packing tape. I remember I put colored pencil down. I stamped onto a jelly print, right? So those are going to all be things that I can usually that you can refer back to, right? And usually, like some people make notes, right? But I will say most of the time, if you created it, you'll start to kind of remember. It keeps the sun out and bugs out. You can drive with them on your windshield or your side window, Valerie. That's helping. That's helping. And if I feel like that's too stark, then I can absolutely come in and tap it down, tap it down with a little bit of color. Colored pencil or who knows what. I did finish my layout of the red, white, and blue. I did get everything down, and I'm still thinking about what I want to journal on top of that, so that's still a work in progress too. There we go. So I was talking yesterday in my stitch along, and I was talking about remember we've done currently, like currently reading, currently listening to, currently watching, right? So I was watching, maybe I read it, I don't know. Anyway, I think I must have read it because Maria Shriver has something called Sunday Evening. Remember, we've talked about that. So, and she and a group that she works with do like the currently thing, but they add some interesting other components. So, like they added currently like a newsletter that you're enjoying, a Sunday dinner that you're enjoying, or I just simplified it and said like what's something new and different that you're enjoying food wise. Like in the summertime I eat a lot of chopped salads because it's hot, and I just I am realizing I like a crunchy food. I just like a crunchy food. Okay, did I get all of them? Is that all of my little bits and bobs? I think so. That does seem to have brightened everything. You know what? Let's do something over here, though. This looks like kind of a dark spot. Good morning, Sarah. How are you today? Okay. I do have a piece of the jelly print, which is what I thought we could make some of those funky stamps with. So I just have a piece of wrinkly copy paper and then I was thinking like I could dig through my stamps, that I have in my bag of tricks. Let's glue these down. Da, da, da. Right? And then I have this little, what if I did some stamps out of these or something? I don't know. I just feel like I should be able to somehow utilize this, do you know what I mean, in some kind of way. Oh, thanks. Sarah, I swear, you know what? I got them done before I went. I never am this fancy, you know. But these are acrylic nails, and so they won't last long. But the guy who did my nails, I've been going to him for 100 years, and he was like, "Anne, please don't pick them off yourself," because I do tend to do that. Okay, so I'm thinking I could do a couple of things. I could do like a little bit of a banner with this. That might be cool. Or I could do stamps. But this has such a light background, I don't know. So I'm going to set that aside for right now. But these, I mean, the glue is still wet, but we can still chop away. Red is my color too. My toes are almost always red. My fingernails. Right. I love these. I'm telling you, this technique is gonna take me far. I have so many stamps that I've created with this technique. I just love it. Okay, I just thought of something. I'm gonna finish this because I don't want you to see my complete ADHD brain going from one thing to another, because I do it all day long. But I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool? I have this other. Okay, so then I always like to come in and trim off all this, give it a haircut, right? So it looks more like a postage stamp. Stop it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now, so they are, and I got them on Amazon, they are just hair thinning scissors. COOLALA. They were like, I don't know, maybe $12. I don't know. But I think maybe less. But they cut a cool edge so you can make funky stamps. Okay, so I have this other piece that I stamped, and see, it's not a great stamp, but I'm thinking I could cut this apart and make something cool out of this. So what if we a piece like that. Let's try a skinnier piece. I don't know. Let's see what we can dream up. Like bits and bobs that we can add to our creation. Because here we have those stamps. And you know what I was just thinking? I could add some of the French text to it. I really liked when I used the white ink pad, so let's play with that. Remember, I have this unicorn pigment pad from Hero Arts. There, do you see it? It's like just kind of barely there. You know what? We could add some of this. thingy. And this. Yep, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Now I'm wondering if we should add some to this guy. Like maybe across the leaves. Oh, yeah. Yep. Perfect. Yep. That like breaks it up enough that I kind of, it feels more cohesive to me. And you know, aren't we all about the layers and layers and layers and layers? Okay. So now I have these little bits and bobs, right? And I have this. And I have this. Let's see. Yes, you can. Everybody say good morning, Desiree. She's coming down to get her breakfast. Okay. She's quite the artist. She and I are working on white, Lisa. It's just a white pigment ink. So you can heat dry it, which I will probably heat set it, and it dries permanently. And then you can watercolor on top of it too. Like once it's dry, you can watercolor and use markers on top of it. But anyway, unicorn pigment ink. I'm really liking this. Oh, everybody take a drink. Okay, I'm kind of feeling like, yeah. I like it kind of down here more. So that the assemblage is kind of more like this. Desiree, my friend Vicky said good morning. Can you say good morning back?
Good morning.
Nice and loud.
Good morning.
There you go. Okay, so what if we take these bits? That's okay, mine does too. What if we make a little banner? Okay. So we could do like a banner piece up here. Maybe. What do you think of that? With a little bit of this too. And I was also thinking that I could add some washi tape. And I'm thinking this one, because it repeats the circle, 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 circles. So we could here. Do I want to go here? 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 Well, let's try it there and see what we think. I won't press it down all the way. I kind of like this because it goes dark, lighter, lightest. I kind of like that idea. And then we can come in with our watercolor pencil, beside that. Here we go. Let's get some water on that. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. Let's, whoops. Kind of liking that. Then I can journal right here. I have some ideas of where I want to go with that. Okay. Let's start to stick it now. Okay, I'm gonna glue stick down the center, but I'm not gonna do the edges because I want to tuck things. So I think that's probably the best way to do it. And remember, I want to make sure that I've got some of this toward the edge so that I have some really nice, oh, I love that. And I can go around, like once it's all down, I can certainly go down, I can go over the edge of this with my watercolor pencil too. Yep. And this looks like I'm going to be trimming it across the bottom. That's kind of cool. Okay, so these, I kind of like that idea. Maybe, oh. Or maybe this one goes here. Kind of liking that idea too. What do you think, you guys? Love you too, Vic. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. How am I doing on time, you guys? Okay. I just kind of really like the tuck. Do you know what I mean? I like things tucked under, like, you know. I think I like this up here, this little assemblage. There we go. Ooh, and I like that it goes over the drywall tape. Okay, I'm liking that. But this, I'm feeling like I would like to kind of continue something over down here. So I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to do a little banner that goes this way. So let's snip. My fingers are so sticky. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. What do you think of that, you guys? I'm feeling like I'm really liking this. So let's glue this up. And this one, I feel so happy that I used stuff from my artsy paper stash. There we go. So I still have a little piece of, well, I have these little pieces, but I also have this little piece of art paper. So I was thinking that I could do some of those. Remember here on this page, this is the one that I told you that I've glued down. I just need to add my my journaling. But do you remember I cut these kind of free form circles? I like those. I think I want to go around them with my watercolor pencil. See what happens with that. Just so they'll pop just that little bit more. See if that makes a difference. I feel like it will. Right? They're always growing, these art journal pages. They're always a work in progress, I think. Because I'm always, just that one more thing, just that one more thing. And then I have to learn how to stop. Like, I like that. And so I'm feeling like I want to do a little bit of that with this little, so I have these, I know, Anne who doesn't get rid of any scraps. I mean, you could certainly use a, hole punch if you wanted. I just kind of like the addition of these really organic shapes. I don't know. I wanted something up there, but I just don't know. I mean, it's all about, when you're doing assemblages, there's so much to consider that people think that abstract art is easy, but it's absolutely not, because you're always working on balance, you're always working on continuity, right? You're always, and connectivity. In this crazy way, my fingers are so sticky with glue. In this crazy way, you're always, remember, we have vertical things and horizontal things. We're kind of working on this funkified grid, so to speak, right? And then we're just adding bits and bobs to continue that, to continue to grow that grid. Does that make sense? think we need more of these. Oh, yeah. I like that one. Kind of want more going on up here. Maybe something down here. And I love using jelly prints for these kinds of elements because they're not like a solid color, right? We've got lots of colors and lots of patterns and lots of, what do I want to say? Visual interest, right? So this one's going to be a biggie. Let's do one biggie. Yep. Let's do another biggie. We could do 2 more biggies. Kind of oversized confetti. I feel like and just keep moving them until you're kind of happy. Not kind of happy. You are happy. See, look, I like that. Do another biggie. We can do that up there. It looks like we have space for one more. Like a long skinny. Like a weird oblong. I feel like I love this, so those can go down, right? This one, I don't know. Maybe you will now. Maybe you will now, Valerie. You know? I know, I think it just kind of gives it one more layer of, I don't know, lovely. Everybody take a drink. So I'm going to put these down. This guy. This guy, I feel like, like it could go here, and then I could add somebody there, and there. Let's move you out a little bit. Hmm. Not done yet. Okay. Now we have some trimming to do. That little bit off the bottom. Up here. Oh, I guess that wasn't down. I'm thinking, let's make that. Remember we talked about horizontal and vertical? I like that better. Oh, you guys, I'm madly in love with it. How about you? So now I want to go around all of these circles. Like this one's on the drywall tape, so it's a little bumpy. So I'm just gonna do the I'm just gonna do the outside of the circle instead of on the page, if that makes sense, on the base. It's just going to give us that little bit more continuity. See how that just brings everything together one last time. Oh, one more. Oh, I love it, you guys. I just love it. What do you think? I feel like it's pretty, pretty consistent and pretty balanced, right? And so I can't wait to see where I can take it next. Ooh, we only have 5 minutes. Just enough time for some comfort book. Okay. Open a page. Ferris Bueller and the Meaning of Life. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986, is the best teen movie of all time, but for years I had a problem with it. I'm telling you, isn't that crazy? It is crazy, Peg. The power of a waterproof pencil, or a water color pencil, waterproof. Sorry about that, you guys. Is the best movie of all time, but for years I had a problem with it, even though I enjoyed it immensely. John Hughes' tale of a popular teenager skipping school by faking illness, then having a sensational day out in Chicago with his best friend and girlfriend, annoyed me because I thought Ferris was selfish, and this seemed like a movie where liking the central character was essential for its enjoyment. My issue was that he uses his best friend Cameron by making him take his dad's vintage Ferrari on their adventure, even though Cameron will get in major trouble for this. Rewatching the movie, though, I realized I'd gotten it all wrong. Really, this isn't a movie about the eponymous Ferris. This is a movie about Cameron. Cameron is the emotional center of the film. He is the one who makes the most significant transition from a depressed, possibly suicidal, outwardly privileged teenager who frets about the perceived meaninglessness of a future containing college and adulthood to someone with self-esteem, who is able to live in the present and to stand up to his strict father and his oppressive rules. When Ferris starts the movie with his famous monologue, he talks straight to the camera, but the core message is one he spends the rest of the film teaching Cameron. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Ferris is basically the 1980s version of Marcus Aurelius saying, "Dwell on the beauty of life." He is a mix of Eastern and Western philosophy, Buddhist mindfulness fused with American individualism. Though he wouldn't want to be a part of any ism. A person shouldn't believe in an ism, says Ferris. He should believe in himself. But Ferris isn't just out for himself. He is out for his friend, too. He is out for us. As with all the most comforting films, the film gives us permission to feel. It helps us live. I love that. I love that movie, and I love that book. That's all I have to say. I love that book. Anyway, let's take a drink. I hope that everybody had an amazing day. I hope that I've inspired you to take your rubber stamps and build an art journal page from a stamped image. It is truly possible and is absolutely lovely. I adore you all, and I can't wait to make art with you again next week. So until Tuesday, I will bid you adieu. Don't forget to open your newsletter tomorrow. And be sure to consider signing up for my Back to Art School 101 crayon class. It is on my website right now under featured classes. I have so much to, my fingers are so gluey. They're so gluey. I have so much to share with you about the power of the lowly crayon artistically. We will have ourselves a time. I adore you all, and I will see you. Well, I'll see you in the newsletter, and then I'll see you on Tuesday. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.